the Morning Crossfire.
Weekdays, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Your opinions, your stories, your take on the hot topics shaping our city and nation. We want to hear from you.
The president is aware that we have a security problem here.
I don't know which area you stay in Lagos. There is no light again. No. These investors, are they not hearing that there is no light in Nigeria?
Whether somebody loots or somebody will not loot, a lot of things will happen.
Why is Tinubu doing this to us?
Join Kofi Bartels for engaging debates, expert insights, and your voice at the heart of every discussion. Don't just listen, participate. Tune in and be part of the conversation. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. This is the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigerian Info. We're meant to have the spokesperson for the All Progressives Congress in Lagos State as guest this morning. I called him yesterday. He agreed to be a guest this morning, not in person because he just returned from a trip, but either virtually or over the phone. And we're waiting for him to pick our calls. I can imagine he may have been tired. But this is on how Nigeria Info should be treated. This is not the level we're at. It's the biggest radio brand in the country. And I imagine if the Honorable had to be on TV, he wouldn't do this to them. Well, we'll allow some minutes to see if he will join the program or not. But this is not how to treat a radio station as big as Nigeria Info. All right, and you guys do this a bit too much to us, and it's not acceptable. I spare a thought for the man. He may have a personal emergency. I don't know, but I'd sent him, tried to call him several times, sent him messages. And you supporters of these parties, don't tell us we don't invite your representatives or we always against you, because we actually do. And sometimes they let us down. All right, sometimes they let us down. I can't tell you how many times this has happened. Not with this individual, but with politicians and government appointees and all that. You'd invite someone, they'll agree to come, you do the flyer, prepare for the program, put in hours, to get the script ready, and then the person just does not pick. I think it's really highly unfair, and we at Nigeria, we're not at the level where, this should be done, to us. So if you know the honorable, I've had the privilege and pleasure of interviewing, several spokespersons for different political parties over the years, including APC. It's not the first time, and I've had a good relationship with all these guys: APC, PDP, Labour Party, so on and so forth. It's not how we should be treated at all. Okay, so maybe if you know the honorable, you can call him, and he may pick your call and tell him that we are waiting for him. Okay, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable at all. Well, this is what we're meant to talk about. The issues on the table are. For the honorable include for the spokesman of APC in Lagos State include the appointment of new INEC chairperson. I mentioned this to him in the afternoon yesterday because I was not even aware. I had not even noticed that the INEC chairperson or chairman will resign. I will hand over that yesterday. But that was what we're meant to talk about. Also look at the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the performance. Look at the 2027 elections, and come to Lagos State to look at the market demolitions, a relocation of Computer Village, and of course environmental issues, including flood and sanitation. So I've tried my best, and if you know Mr. Oladejo, you can also call him and tell him that we're waiting for him to join. It's really discouraging. I'm telling you. I'm not meant to say all these things, but it's discouraging, really. It should not be. It should not be. All right? Let's leave it at that. Now, I was telling you, by the way, this is Morning Crossfire. My name is Kofi Bartels. I was telling you that, of course, the Constitution is clear. when it comes to the INEC chairperson or the chairman, what the rules are. There are some rumors, and whether we like it or not, the president is empowered to appoint a chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Whether we like it or not, the president is empowered to appoint the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. All right. So if you're not happy that the president is the one appointing the chairman of INEC, what you have to do is to advocate for constitutional reform. Constitutional reform, because it's not about what you wish, it's not about what you want, it's about what the law says. And so if you're not happy with the way things are done, then the best thing to do is to target the law. Now, this week, Nigeria will have a new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. This week, okay? Someone will be appointed by Mr. President. Now, I've seen some rumors circulating as to who will be appointed. I saw something from Shore's media organization called Sahara Reporters. I always look at them with I'm careful. I'm careful. But saying that, what did they even say? Dino Melaye's lawyer will be appointed INEC chairman. I don't know how true that is. But the lady who is taking over the saddle as acting INEC chairman is doing that out of procedure. Mayor Bamuchembu was not appointed by President Tinubu. She is the most senior national commissioner, according to them. And therefore, she just slots in. It's like when a minister resigns, the permanent secretary will just be there till they appoint a new minister. It's the same thing. Okay? This is the same thing. The issue with INEC, for me, is not even about that of appointment. Because you can be appointed and still remain independent. I want to go to and refer to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. I did some, some reading this morning, and I want to start from, because the Independent National Electoral Commission is one of the, the federal executive bodies mentioned in the third schedule of the Constitution, right? And of course, I always tell you guys I have had the privilege of reading it at least 2 times, the entire Constitution. All right. So I just want to read a few things here. Now, Section 153 talks about, should I say yes? Talks about establishment of certain federal bodies. It talks about the federal commissions and councils, etc. Okay? So 153 says there shall be established for the federation the following bodies, namely, talks about A, Code of Conduct Bureau, B, Council of State, C, Federal Character Commission, D, Federal Civil Service Commission. By the way, we've not heard of Code of Conduct Bureau for a while. E, Judicial Service Commission, that's Federal Judicial Service Commission. F, Independent National Electoral Commission. I'll just stop there. Okay, these are some of the federal bodies as prescribed or established by the Constitution. Now, Section 153, subsection 2 of the CFR in 1999 as amended says the composition of and powers of each body established by subsection 1 of this section are as contained in Part 1 of the third schedule to this Constitution, I said earlier. Okay, so you go to the back pages, you see it there. Now, 154 says, subsection 1 talks about appointment of chairman and members, except in the case of ex officio members. Please listen carefully. Except in the case of ex officio members, or where other provisions are made in this Constitution, the chairman and members of any of the bodies so established shall, subject to the provisions of this Constitution be appointed by the president, and the appointment shall be subject to the confirmation of the Senate. And it's what you have to understand. It is a constitutional issue. The Constitution has already is clear that the president is the one who appoints the INEC chairman, and the Senate is the one who confirms the INEC chairman. The Senate can say we don't want this and send the name back to the president. It would happen this week. Whoever His Excellency President Bola Tinubu sends to the Senate will be confirmed. If they send the name back, I don't know what I will do. But it will not happen. They will not reject. So let's go back. We have established that INEC you can't remove. It's there. It's a constitutionally established body. And we established that the Constitution empowers the president to appoint the chairman of INEC. Now, the president derives his power to appoint the chairman of INEC from the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. And this is what it says. Section 154, subsection 1. Except in the case of ex-official members, or where other provisions are made in this Constitution, the chairman and members of the body so established, including INEC, shall, not me, shall, subject to the provisions of this Constitution, be appointed by the president. He must appoint the INEC chairman. And the appointment shall be subject to confirmation by the Senate. Nigerians have an issue with this. So why hasn't anyone sent a bill proposing a change of this section 154 subsection 1? No be cho. No be cho. You have to send a bill. All the Labour Party senators and House of Reps members, not one has proposed a bill for this thing to be changed. All of them, all the Labour Party senators and House of Reps, I will pick on them till next election. Yes, but they deserve to be picked on. All the PDP, well, maybe PDP actually leave them out because they're not the ones saying they want to change Nigeria. I'm just trying to tell you guys what is happening. I'm trying to help you understand what the real situation is. Today, Shora said he's ready to march in Abuja peacefully and noticeably. All right? To call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And he wants all politicians from the southeast, prominent people, leaders of thought and opinion, all sorts of leaders, to join him. That he's ready to let his to rest his rivalry or his what word did he use again? He's ready to just work with politicians he doesn't like, he doesn't agree with, because of Kanu. And this thing is not making people ask, why are all these southeastern politicians who say they want the best for Nigeria, why are they not calling for the release of this man? Not because he's innocent or because he hasn't done anything wrong, but for the sake of national unity. Why have they not come out? All of them. None of them. It's not about making statements. It's about putting your money where your mouth is. So in the same vein, this issue of the president appointing the INEC chairman and all that is not a matter of talk. It's a matter of action. And these guys are there, opposition political parties. They have not even sent a bill for this thing to be changed. Rather, they're going to insert something that will stop Jonathan. One man, inserting the constitution from being elected as president again. Which I don't know if it will work anyway. What do you expect to happen this week as we expect the president to transmit a name to the National Assembly, for the position of new INEC chairman? What do you expect? Please call right now and have your say. 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993, and 0201 465 7190. Now, we had the president is convening a meeting of the Police Council and the Council of State, and I've been hearing people talk about security. The president is convening the Council of State meeting because he needs to consult the Council of State for the before he can send a name to the National Assembly. That's why he's doing that, and that's still in Section 154, subsection 3 this time. 99.3.
Hello, good morning, Kofi.
Yes, welcome. Name, location, and contribution.
This is Femi from Legacy. Kofi, I have been saying all this while that we should push forward for our electoral reform. The Mr. President, sitting president, who has intention to contest for another election, should not appoint the INEC chairman. Tell me how on earth should we appoint the one that will not be loyal to him? This is what we have to do. The political parties, in fact, it's just like Nigerians are the one fighting for this thing, but the political parties are there, are keeping quiet. Kofi, there is no way that if the Mr. President, who is now sitting upon this man, he will surely dance to his beat. Nigeria should rise up. Thank you.
All right, Nigeria should rise up and do what? I have told you it's a constitutional matter. You know, rise up and then go back when they're done rising up. It's a constitutional issue. I've just said it here. I thought that's what you wanted to say. Hello, good morning.
What this last speaker said is what's going to happen. How can he appoint somebody who is not going to be loyal to him? So leave that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time. 99.3. 99.3. Hello, your name, location, and contribution, please.
Good morning, Kofi. Good morning.
Your name, location, and contribution, please.
Yeah, good morning, Kofi.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Jeffrey calling from Festac. Yes. In as much as the president reserves the right to appoint an chairman, I think there are a whole lot of bias arrangement in our constitution and our electoral laws that really need to be reformed, because there is no way a president will appoint someone who's not going to be loyal. But then, if there should be a reform, I think that should be after 2027, and I will advise Mr. President, I will urge him to do that reform, so that after him, this country will continue to have a good path. For now, we are losing it. No president will come in there, even the Labour Party, if President Mr. B, if he have won the election, he will still keep to this status quo, which I know. So thank you. Nigeria will be better one day. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. All right. You agree with him that reform cannot see the light of day? I mean, it's all down to the National Assembly. The president refuses to refuses to assent to any bill that they send to him. Within some days, it will pass. I think that is already, so it's down to the National Assembly, really. If they send a bill, an amendment to the president, and he does not sign it, if that's what they have to, I need to check. After some period of time, it becomes law. Yeah, so they can do it.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
That special secret that awakens taste buds. Mouth-watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra seasoning cubes.
Terra seasoning cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra cubes. Come cook with Terra.
Ibuka capsule full ground. Anytime pen they around. If pen won't show him power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibuka pain for body, pain from fever. That's why I carry up always. Ibuka hammer then away. Ibuka they buy me always. Ibuka for you always.
After 3 days, if body no tranga, go see doctor. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited dem market am.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Tandagdiba with Ibuka.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, Cadbury Buttermint. Sweet, smooth, and full of flavor. Whether you're chilling at home or on the move, there's a Cadbury candy for every mood.
There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Mom's love is pure. No, she does. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil. Golden Terra oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Go for gold, Terra Gold Cube, the amazing seasoning cube. So when you're cooking your delicious meals, don't compromise. Go for gold.
Rich, consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
1 cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
Who's got it cheaper? Because how else do you explain these prices? Royster potato chips in sour cream and onion, hot and spicy and original. Now 2,700 naira at Boku. Others now 3,300 naira. 75 cl aqua clear water, 130 naira only. Inside market, 200 naira. Go Vita sachet unko, 150 naira only. Outside unko, 250 naira.
Oya, rush check Boku for better prices. If Boku abi no Boku.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Bana bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito da sakwa hirin na tunyo bere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswa koko atowo relu yo Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Viva, some Viva. Opu mwiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Viva, some Viva. Opu mwiche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Viva, some Viva. Opu mwiche Viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Hey, Omo! See package! This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I fool.
Huh? Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
High odds, big wins, fast payouts. Thousands of daily matches laid out. Clear interface, it's there on your screen. Just enjoy the process as you bet on your teams. Withdraw winnings anytime, no stress. Yep, the game starts with 1xBet. DRUMNG. That's the promo code to get 300% welcome bonus on 1xBet NG. 18 plus, so play responsibly. Yeah.
Honey, did you know
notice how calm that guy in the Benz was after he hit us?
Oh yes, I thought it was just me. And did you notice the Unitrust Insurance Auto Fame? And I'm sure he has Uni-Ride Insurance.
Uni-Ride? What's that?
It's an enhanced motor insurance for private car owners who want extra protection beyond the regular third-party cover at a minimal premium. Uni-Ride comes in silver, gold, and platinum packages, bridging the gap between comprehensive and third-party insurance.
Wow, really?
Oh yes. Uni-Ride covers you for third-party liabilities plus limited cover for accidental damage and fire to your own car. It's affordable, reliable, and only for private vehicle owners. The perfect alternative if you can't go fully comprehensive.
Wow, let's sign up for Uni-Ride.
Visit www.unitrustinsurance.com or call 0700 Unitrust. View charts on 0803 60060 for more information. Unitrust Insurance. The quiet confidence.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
The news you need, the conversation you hear, the station you love.
Petrol exports hit 371 billion naira amid heavy import reliance.
Resident doctors give federal government 30 days to address doctors' demands.
Jonathan will return to Aso Rock as president, says Professor Jerry Ghana.
Those who actually frustrated him out of office may be so desperate to wish him back.
Workers have a right, a constitutionally afforded right, to join unions or not to join.
Madam ADC gives article ultimatum to pick membership card. So it's not even pick his membership card. All these problems.
We are not all we have. They have other things.
Or we're not enough.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. Still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kofi Bartels, and of course, we're taking your thoughts on electoral matters here in Nigeria. We were meant to have been joined by the spokesperson for the All Progressives Congress in Lagos State, Oluseyi Oladejo, who unfortunately is not with us. Like I said, he hasn't picked my calls. He has not responded to my messages. We agreed that he'll be my guest this morning. I think it's not right and not fair to us as a radio station of this size and magnitude to leave us hanging like this. Yeah, that's as much I will say. I think the party needs to do better. Okay. Issues we're meant to discuss with him, as I informed him yesterday afternoon. We've been talking with him since last week. But he was out of town. Issues I informed him we were going to talk about include the appointment of the new INEC chairperson, which was not, of course, we had not known who would step into, or not heard who would step into Yakubu Mahmoud's shoes at the time. The appointment of new INEC chairperson is expected any moment from now. We also meant to assess the Tinubu administration's performance as we inch closer to 2027. And at the state level, the heated issue of market demolitions, the relocation of Computer Village, and persistent environmental challenges like flooding and sanitation. But the man is not here. Maybe he has an emergency, but at least, honorable, least you could have done was to send me a message saying you're sorry. But I mean, come on. Even a phone call would have been okay if you can't join us on Zoom. And you shouldn't treat media houses like that, though. It's highly unfair. All right. This is the most listened to morning program in Lagos. And a party spokesman should not leave us hanging. We do flyer, we do everything, and then you don't show up. That's not right. Okay. Anyway, let's take your thoughts. I was telling you, of course, about the what the Constitution says, and then earlier I said, whether you if you're not happy the president appoints a chairman of INEC, your ranting and your complaining will not change anything. It is a constitutional matter. It's a constitution. And your representative or senator is the one who is easiest to change the constitution. And if they can put in a new section just to block Jonathan from contesting, that is to be determined by the courts anyway, if that will be possible. What stops them from doing this one? It's easy. It's easy. And I need to check, but for bills, if the president does not sign or send to any bill that is sent to him, which has been passed by the National Assembly, they send it to him. Within some days, it becomes law. All right, but I need to check that particular provision just to be sure I'm getting it right. Okay, but what I'm saying is that the power is in the hands of the legislators to push for Section 154, subsection 1. All right, to push for it to be amended. And if it's amended, who is going to be the one who appoints? That's what you have to, put there. Okay. We heard today the president is going to be meeting with the Council of State. Is it today? It may not be today. I need to check. But this week he's expected to meet with the Council of State and the Police Council. Some papers I've seen are saying that he's meeting them over security matters. The Council of State, contains or includes former presidents. You have the likes of and former heads of states, of course. Yes, the likes of Gowon and Co. Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan. These are the guys in the Council of State. You have state governors as members of the Council of State, and then others. Okay, so that's why he's meeting with them, not for security matters. And of course, this derives from Section 154, subsection 3. Subsection 3, which says, in exercising his powers to appoint a person as chairman or member of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the National Judicial Service Council, the Federal Judicial Service Commission, or the National Population Commission, the president shall consult the Council of State. Shall, not me. And the word there is consult. All right. It doesn't mean they can tell him who to appoint, no, but he shall consult. I know the consultation is for the, but he shall consult the Council of State. All right, I think that's that. So, what do you expect to happen this week? What would you like to see happen this week as far as INEC chairman is concerned? Please call 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993. Please permit me to read Section 155. Now, Section 155, subsection 1 says, a person who is a member of any of the bodies established as aforesaid, including INEC, shall, subject to the provisions of this part, remain a member thereof. A. In the case of an ex-official member while he holds the office by virtue of which he is a member of the body. B. In the case of a person who is a member by virtue of his having previously held an office for the duration of his life. And C. In the case of a person who is a member otherwise than as an ex-official member or otherwise than by virtue of his having previously held an office for a period of 5 years from the date of his appointment. 5 years. A member of any of the bodies shall cease to be a member if any circumstances arise that, if he were not a member of the body, could cause him to be disqualified for appointment as such a member. Now, this is what it says in 156. This is talking about qualification for membership. Subsection 1 says, no person shall be qualified for appointment as a member of any of the bodies aforesaid, including INEC, if A. he is not qualified, or if he is disqualified for election as member of the House of Representatives, provided that a member, this one is just something they added in 2010, I believe, provided that a member of any of these bodies shall not be required to belong to a political party. And in the case of the Independent National Electoral Commission, he shall not be a member of a political party. You can't be a member of INEC, an appointee to INEC. If you're a member of a political party, you're disqualified under section 156 subsection 1A. I read it again. It says no person shall be qualified for appointment as a member of any of the bodies aforesaid if A, he is not qualified, or if he is disqualified for election as a member of the House of Representatives. Provided that a member of any of these bodies shall not be required to belong to a political party. That's even if you meet the requirements for being a member of House of Reps. The only one that you shall not meet, this is my understanding, is that you are not required to belong to any political party. For you to be House of Reps, you must be a member of a political party. And in the case of the Independent National Electoral Commission, so for all the other bodies, Council of State, Code of Conduct Bureau, Judicial Service Commission, and all that, you're not required that you must. You can be if you want to be a member of a political party, but you're not required. There's no requirement. While for the House of Reps, you must be a member of a political party to even stand election. All right? But in the case of INEC, there's a special provision here. They added all these to the Constitution in, I think, 2010, if I'm not mistaken. In the case of INEC, he shall not be a member of a political party. Shall not be a member of a political party. To all those who are defending people who are members, who are appointees in INEC and are members of, you shall not have a card of any party. You shall not be a member of any party. Now, they said another one here, no person shall be qualified for appointment as member of any of the bodies I've said. If B, within the preceding 10 years, he has been removed as a member of any of the bodies or as a holder of any office on the ground of misconduct. So on and so forth. All right, let's go straight to the phone lines. Of course, take your thoughts right here. This INEC matter is very, very important. Okay, it's very important. All right, let's see who we have on the line. 99.3. 99.3. Please call back. Please leave out the greetings and go straight to your name, location, and contribution. Hello?
Somewhere from Ogun State.
Great.
If they like it, maybe I don't know if I hear you well or if I listen to you clearly. Is it now obvious or clear say they don't say the Jonathan cannot contest again? Come 2027.
No. I mean, there's a case in court, so that will have to be exhausted. It's not a done deal.
Well, if they like, maybe say last 2017 or at least 2023 or 23 or 2030 or 2100. Good luck must come back. Not only is he going to run again, also going to win. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your time. So Jonathan is not just going to run, but good luck, Jonathan is also going to win. Well, time will tell. Please keep your thoughts coming through. I really like to hear from you. We have next caller on the line, 99.3.
Hello, Oga Kofi. Good morning.
Name, location, and contribution, please.
My name is Ndubisikori from Ijanik, Oga Kofi. Oga Kofi, do you know when Mr. President was in his eye, he said, "It's my turn." There is something that gives him that insurance, that Peter recorded that says it's his turn to rule Nigeria. You understand? Because INEC is under their control between him and Buhari. So the same time, this constitution is saying that a president will appoint an INEC. So Tinubu can also appoint his son to be INEC chairman. Nobody question him. See, that's what I'm saying. Call some calling. Mr. President will rule again. He will contest and he will win again. See, they change that constitution to make it neutral ground. President will not have power over INEC. As soon as president will have power over INEC, the president will rule again. There's nothing we can do. If you like, vote from morning to night. President Tinubu will win and he will rule again. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you. I've not heard the president say he wants to appoint his son. And, I have to point that out, okay? Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you calling in NWC. Please just leave out the greeting. Give me your name, location, and contribution.
Kofi Bartels. My name is Pastor Ladipo, calling from Morile in Sarigong. Kofi, I want to ask you this question. The two holy books we believe in this major two religion in this country, are their books right or not?
Are their books
if
right?
Their books are right. Yes, if their books are right, why are people still living against what is written in that book? That tells you see, it is not about the constitution. It's about the operators of those constitutions. If somebody just wants to be crooked on his own, the person will be, and he will look for a lacuna in that particular book to perpetrate their evil. Just like when somebody decides to look for a theology to back up their bad behavior. So for me, let the president appoint whoever he wants to appoint because the constitution has given him that power. Now, it is left for the masses.
All right.
If the masses turn out in mass
Thank you.
and do otherwise, he can't go otherwise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate calling in. Okay, I want to read section 157, subsection 1. It's a subject to provisions of this subsection 3, subject to the provisions of subsection 3, that's of section 157 of this section. Person holding any of the offices to which this section applies may only be removed from that office by the president, acting on an address supported by 2/3 majority of the Senate, praying that he be so removed for inability to discharge the functions of the office, whether arising from infirmity of mind or body or any other cause, or for misconduct. Of course, that word is often abused. That's how it can be removed. Don't forget, it's 5 years, and then section 158 is what I really would like also to look at here. It talks about the independence of certain bodies, including INEC. It says, in exercising its power to make appointments or to exercise disciplinary control over persons, the Code of Conduct Bureau, the National Judicial Council, the Federal Civil Service Commission, the Federal Judicial Service Commission, the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission, the Federal Character Commission, and the Independent National Election Commission shall not be subject to the direction or control of any other authority or person. That's even if you have the power as a president or governor, because governors have their power as well for the state electoral commissions. If you have the power to appoint these people, Nigerians, to be members or heads of these bodies, including INEC, that these bodies and members here shall not be subject to the direction or control of any other authority or person. That's my understanding. In exercising its power to make appointments or to exercise disciplinary control over persons, the Independent National Electoral Commission shall not be subject to the direction or control of any authority or person. So as you're making the appointments, as you're exercising disciplinary control over persons, nobody can come and tell them what to do. All right? And if you go down to the latter parts of the Constitution, you see the day-to-day act functions and powers of the chairman and all that. Even the act that sets the body up, I'm sure there's an act there. I need to check if there's any other act. The Electoral Act is there, right? So INEC is truly independent from the Nigerian Constitution. You can see that INEC shall not be subject to the direction or control of any other authority or person. Nobody can tell them what to do. As they exercise their powers, nobody can tell them what to do. Not even the president can tell them, okay, appoint this person here or move that person here. On paper. 99.3.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome.
Kids from.
All right.
I only to say good morning most times is to hear your feedback, to know if you're actually hearing them. See, Kofi, as regards the appointment, we know it's the Constitution. However, which Constitution did the President use to declare state of emergency in Rivers State? Fine, we have to get it reviewed, but it's so painful that if you want to get something reviewed in the country that is not in favor of the incumbent, you could spend the entire 20, 30 years fighting for it and you won't even get it. You know how this system works. This is a system where an election case will be set in 6 months. However, other case will take forever.
Yeah.
We still don't know who keep Bola gets it. They sure you get my point.
Okay.
So you can't be appointing the VIO referee in a match. So we need to review that.
Thank you.
Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Whenever
you
you
for
call,
good
if I can't hear you, I'll let you know. Okay. So just leave out the greetings and just go straight to the point. With your name.
Mr. Kofi, good morning, sir.
Your name.
My name is Stephen from Ikorodu. Yes, I just want to speak simply on this, Jonathan. When people are talking about Jonathan, it's a thing I really want to talk about. Jonathan, I don't know why Nigerians forget so easily. Why are we talking about Jonathan? What did Jonathan do when he was in power for 6 years? For crying out loud, what did this man do? Why are we not seeing the issues that Obi is always dishing out at every interview? I'm not an Igbo man, but I look at Nigeria and I try to identify what are our common issues.
We're not discussing Jonathan today, so I plead that you land. I think you've landed and you made your point. Let's allow focus back. Thank you very much, sir. Section 160 says in subsection 1, subject to subsection 2 of this section, any of the bodies may, including INEC, with the approval of the president by rules, with the approval, note this, with the approval of the president by rules or otherwise regulate its own procedure or confer powers and impose duties on any officer or authority for the purpose of the discharging of functions. The president needs to approve that. Provided that in the case of the independent, this is something added in 2010 to the Constitution, provided, we have to give the National Assembly own credit and the federal government, provided that in the case of the Independent National Electoral Commission, its powers to make its own rules, or otherwise regulate its own procedure shall not be subject to the approval or control of the president. So the rest will have the approval of the president, but INEC on its own does not need presidential approval or control. So if there's any evidence that the president or any of his appointees or any other person has controlled, has directed, has ordered INEC to do anything, that is ground for serious constitutional procedure against whoever that governor or president is. I'll leave it at that.
Kofi, good morning. Kofi, what do you expect from political party that doesn't have anything to say to their people? Because everything they are doing is utterly rubbish. They cannot defend anything they are doing. They don't have reason for doing so many things they are doing. The demolition, no reason for demolition. Is it the certificate forgery they want to bring to their table for them to defend? It's obvious that they cannot defend anything. So,
all right, thank you very much. I didn't say that, but that's your opinion. All right, so we'll keep our fingers crossed and let's see when the president meets the council state what happens next. I think today being Wednesday, by Friday, we should have a new INEC chairman, maybe May Abamuchembu or someone else. I'm counting for Oboy Fanga or Mikey Guinea, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. Let's pay our bills.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
How do we 99.3 Nigeria Info? We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.